When I was around 4 or 5 years old, I stayed with my grandparents on my mother's side while my parents traveled out of country after my dad's father passed away. One afternoon, I had fallen asleep in my grandmother's bedroom. I remember waking up suddenly and seeing a man standing halfway in the doorway staring at me. He wore a light brown suit with a matching fedora-style hat. I didn't feel scared, just confused. I couldn't really make out his face since I had just woken up, so I closed my eyes for a second, hoping to focus better. But when I opened them again, the man was gone. I got up and looked around the house, searching for my grandmother and for the man. But the house was empty. My grandmother wasn't there, and neither was he. Now, feeling uneasy, I ran back to the bedroom and waited. A few minutes later, my grandmother came inside. She went straight to the bedroom to check on me. I told her what I saw, a man watching me from the doorway as I slept. She looked alarmed and confused. Immediately, she searched the house. Then she explained that no one was in the house, and she didn't see no one come by. She'd just been outside in the neighbor's front yard talking with her. After not seeing anything unusual, she brushed it off. But I've never forgotten that moment. As I got older, I started to wonder, could it have been my grandfather? I don't remember him, but my parents told me he loved me deeply and that they named me after him. After my parents divorced, my mom moved us into a small apartment, not far from the city cemetery. It was cramped, just 2 bedrooms. My older sister and I shared one, and my mom shared the other with my younger brother. One night, my sister stayed over at a friend's house. I hated sleeping alone, so I asked if I could stay in my mom's room. She said yes. I made myself a little bed on the floor beside hers and quickly fell asleep. But sometime in the middle of the night, I woke up. Something felt off. Still groggy, I opened my eyes, and that's when I saw her. An old woman lying on the floor next to me. She looked to be in her 70s. White hair, soft and thinning. Deep wrinkles creased her face. But she was smiling, not at me, just calmly staring up at the ceiling, as if she were at peace. But here's what I'll never forget. She was glowing. Not like a reflection, not from a lamp. It was a soft, golden light coming from her, surrounding her. I should have screamed. I should have been terrified. But I wasn't. I just stared at her, frozen in a strange, quiet calm. And then I closed my eyes and went back to sleep. I never saw her again. It happened on a seemingly normal day. My mom, sister, and I had gone to the mall. While my mom browsed through cosmetics, my sister and I decided to head toward a different store. Nothing unusual, just a regular afternoon, until it wasn't. As we walked through the mall, I was suddenly hit with a strange, heavy feeling, like something was off, like I was being watched. I slowed down. My eyes drifted to the right, toward a small lounge area, and that's when I saw her. She was perched on the back of the sofa, one arm resting casually on the shoulder of a woman who sat below her, laughing and chatting with her family. But the woman didn't flinch, didn't look back, didn't seem to notice the girl was there at all. At first, I thought she was just another girl, but then the details hit me. She was pale, almost unnaturally so. Her skin was ghost white. She wore a plain white dress and had long black hair draped over her face, but not enough to hide her eyes, dark, unblinking, locked onto mine. And that grin, wide, empty, toothless, just grinning at me. We stared at each other for what felt like forever. Neither of us moved. Chilled to my core, I finally whispered to my sister, who had walked a few steps ahead, "Do you see her?" She turned around. "See who?" I pointed toward the couch. "Her." But when I looked back, she was gone. The woman she'd had her hand on was still there, still deep in conversation, unbothered, unaware, like nothing had happened. I scanned the whole area. There was no trace of the girl, nowhere she could have run, no sign she'd ever even existed. But I know what I saw. I still remember her face, and that grin. It's burned into my memory. Whatever she was, spirit, ghost, something else, she was real, and for one chilling moment, she saw me too. Have a paranormal experience of your own? Share it with us at OfficialPhantom.mic@gmail.com. Whether in text or voice recording, we want to hear your story. Thank you for tuning in to Phantom Mic, and remember, if you still feel alone, you weren't listening closely enough.